Hey everybody, welcome back here to some more Aetherdrift Standard. Tarkia Dragonstorm, not quite here with us, almost. Only have to wait a couple of weeks. But until then, there's still some interesting things that we want to try out from Aetherdrift, and not even necessarily Aetherdrift. The card we're actually building around today is a card from Foundations that you may have never seen before, and that card is Mossborn Hydra. So this is a weirdo from Foundations, 3 mana 1/1 trample. It enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. So, 3 mana for a 1/1. And then whenever you play a land, you double the number of counters on it. And what's important is you have ways to kind of sort of take advantage of the landfall trigger where you can put multiple lands into play in the same turn. So for example, you have Overlord of the Hauntwoods, which when it enters, you get an Everywhere token. That counts as a land for Mossborn Hydra. You have Fabled Passage, which kind of seems weird to play in a mono green deck. But the reason that I wanted to play Passage is because it works so well with Hydra. You can go turn 4, play your Hydra, play your Passage, trigger, make it a 2/2, fetch, trigger, make it a 4/4, and then kind of pop off from there. Mossborn Hydra also works very well with Bristly Bill, which is another landfall card. And the cool thing about Bristly Bill and Mossborn Hydra is you can actually stack the triggers to where the Bill will resolve first, putting a counter on the Hydra, and then the Hydra's double ability will resolve. So for example, you have a Hydra in play and a Bill, you play your land, you put the counter on the Hydra to make it a 2/2, and then it'll double to make it a 4/4. So it kind of sort of speeds up the process and lets your Hydra grow quite a bit bigger than it would normally be able to. Now, I will mention, because I know that there's been a lot of talk about Lumbering Worldwagon, and I've been playing so many different decks with it. This particular deck list is actually one where we kind of didn't really fully understand the power of Wagon yet when we were playing this deck, and I probably would replace the Overlords with Lumbering Worldwagon, because again, landfall, it's essentially the same thing, but I think the wagon has higher upside because it's just attacks for more damage, dodges sweepers, all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind. But past kind of the whole landfall thing, another card that I want to shout out here is Awaken the Woods, which is kind of a weird one, but it makes X/1/1 green forest dryad land creature tokens. That's a mouthful, but all of the tokens that it makes are 1/1 land creatures, right? So they basically, every single one of those count as a separate trigger for Hydra, right? So if you play a Hydra and then say you Awaken the Woods for 3, you can double the Hydra's counters 3 times. So 1/2, 2/4, 4/8. And then you can kind of understand how it just gets completely out of control once you start doing X = 4 or 5. You can kind of just kill them in one shot with the Hydra. The other card that works very well with Awaken the Woods is Tribute to the World Tree. So this is basically every time you play a creature, if it has 3 or greater power, you draw a card. Otherwise, you put 2 counters on it. So if you Awaken the Woods for 3 or 4, every single one of those Awaken the Woods tokens will enter with 2 additional counters from the tribute. So that's kind of cool. Because we're a mono green deck, Flourishing Bloom-Kin makes a lot of sense. And not only are we a mono green deck, we're a green deck that wants to put extra lands into play with Overlord and things like that. So the Bloom-Kin gets even better in situations like that. Hunter's Talent, fantastic removal spell, and works very well with big creatures that sometimes don't have trample. Now, the Hydra itself does have trample, so you don't really need to give that one, but Overlord, big Bloom-Kin, things like that. Elves and Pawpatches, just a staple of mono green decks. And then Webstrike Elite is kind of a weird one, but I like this card quite a bit because, again, we do have a lot of ways to accelerate mana between Llanowar Elves and Overlord and the Awaken the Woods. So even though the most popular deck that plays enchantments, Domain, their enchantments cost upwards of 5 and 6 mana, you actually can reliably cycle Webstrike Elite to pop a Leyline Binding or an Overlord because you have access to so much extra mana. And then moving on to the sideboard, pretty standard stuff. You got 4 Baloth for Pixie, 3 Pawpatch for Domain, some Graveyard Hate, more Graveyard Hate, and then your kind of normal Planeswalkers. mostly for domain, but you can also board these against control decks as well. So that is the deck list. Again, I just wanted to mention that we did end up cutting the Overlords. I don't know if the wagons are going to be in this video because we didn't play a ton of matches with it, because once we realized wagon, I kind of just moved on to other wagon decks. But yeah, I think this deck is quite good, but I would definitely recommend replacing the Overlords for the wagons moving forward. So with all that said, thank you for watching the intro, and I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. I mean, this is a good hand. It's a really good hand. I mean, it's a good hand if they don't kill our elf. Yes, we have 4 Baloths. Quattro Balotho. Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Yeah, opponent, we can talk about this. If you could just forget your Fairy Mastermind trigger for a couple turns, that'd be delightful. Surveil 2. I love a dramatic entrance. Oh, well, we've located a problem with the Mossborn Hydra plan. Yeah, that's not going to work out, is it? Play Bloom-Kin before land. I was going to play Pawpatch. Just make a 4-3 and a 3-3. I feel like that's the best line. Yeah, I think that's the best line. Because I don't want them drawing cards off the Mastermind. I mean, Tribute to the World Tree with Pawpatch Recruit is kind of insane. It's 3 mana for 7 power. That's pretty good. And at least we have something if they like start tapping stuff with Kaido. 6 mana. I mean, you know what I meant. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I think 4 talents is good. If they attack, I'm double blocking. This is not a very good attack. Because if they kill either of them, I could just make the other one an X5. Yeah. Okay. Kaido down. Sure. Counter there. I have a 4-4? Okay. I mean, now that the Kaido's gone, we can just play Mossborn Hydra. I guess that's the plan. Because I don't want them drawing cards off the Mastermind. It's also the most mana efficient play anyways. At least their cutdowns aren't very good from this position. Okay, who wins the race? It seems like we have a bit of a race on our hands. I'll do it again. Okay. Sure. Have another Flood Pits? Because they could cut down it now. I'm at 9? 9? I have to attack. Okay. I have 7 in play. Hold. Chat, hold. All right. I will take 5 damage. I need to find a land this turn to be able to double this. And they can't have a kill spell. Okay, land secured. That's all I got. No kill spell, please. No kill spell, please. Just maybe. Okay, I don't think that's good enough, right? Because I have 17 trample and they have 4 toughness, right? God, did not think I was going to win that game. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Yeah, the fact that Webstrike Elite has reach in this matchup is huge. All right, what is good against Dimir Midrange? Not Baloth, because they're not doing Hopeless Nightmare stuff. Yeah, I mean, if they didn't have a kill spell, they were just dead. Like, no matter what they had, if they didn't have a kill spell, they were dead. It's kind of, I think it's the only card I want against them is Pawpatch. And then we'll cut maybe the Bills and one Awaken. I don't know if I like Vivien against them. It's kind of slow. Especially if they keep in Spell Pierce and they can keep us off Elves. Like, they just go too wide for Vivien, I think. True, I did do that. That was, oh god, I remember that too. That was when we had the delay on, wasn't it? That was so bad. I hated that so much. I think I have to put back the passage. Because I'm just going to play it early. Well, no, that's not true. I guess doing it this way is better. Because then if I draw land, I can save this till turn 4. That tournament was kind of a disaster, though. Mostly just because I just can't stand playing on a delay. I hate it so much. Like, it, for me, the best part about streaming is the chat interaction, and losing the chat interaction when you're playing on a delay is just, you know, I hated it so much. Some people are more used to that, you know, but I cannot stand playing on a delay. Oil Deep Gearhulk. Now I know your weakness. I know all of Kaido's one-liners. My weakness is Mossborn Hydra. Hydra, not very good against Kaido, to be fair. Okay. I'll let it resolve. I'll allow it. I took my Hydra. Hydra has been selected. Okay. Still not that good, because they could just lock it down again. But, I mean, what else am I supposed to do, right? I got nothing else to do. Yeah, Mossborn Hydra, not great against Kaido. Not the best. So this is definitely a matchup where we want Defend the Rider. You stop. I don't know what we would cut for Defend the Rider, though. Mm-hmm. Dead. Game 3. I mean, we didn't really see a lot of fancy stuff out of them that game, so let's just run it back. Dude, Hydra with Thrillseeker? Now we're talking. This is a really awkward Fabled Passage. I'm still going to keep this hand, but... Okay. Note to self, Fabled Passage, not a free roll. Not free to put in your deck. We were trying to build around the landfall synergies with, like, Bristly Bill and Hydra, but... Like, the whole idea is just go turn 3, Hydra, turn 4, play land, awaken for 2, kill them. But... it might be a little too cute. I'm willing to believe that. But Awaken creating lands to trigger the Mossborn was kind of the whole point of the deck in the first place, you know? But maybe 4 is too many. It's more of like a 3 of, because you don't want it every game. Like, it's only really good if you have the Mossborn Hydra. I'm not saying that I was scammed. I'm saying that the idea was sound, but I just think there were too many copies of that card. You know what I mean? Kind of want to just kill their Siren. Get the talent in play too. What about Ordeal of Nylea? Not standard legal, right? Not even sure it would be good. I think I want to play Tribute first. It's way better with the Pawpatch. Yeah, that's one thing I will say about this deck is Tribute plus Pawpatch. That's the real combo. Like, this is kind of insane. If Tamiyo's Safekeeping was in standard, would you play it over Defend the Rider? I think the body comes up more often than the 2 life. Like, you can usually get a lot more than 2 life out of the 1/1. Wait, it's in Foundations? Are you telling me that Ordeal of Nylea is in standard because of Foundations? What? Did they reprint all the Ordeals? Today I learned. I honestly had no idea. Legitimately. Did they just put one random Ordeal in the set? Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't know if trading here is good, but yeah, maybe trading is not good. It's the only one. That is so strange. Just one random ass Ordeal, you know? Trying to think if I actually want to crack the passage here. I think I want to save it. Okay, now we can go cast this, draw a card. Or, no, maybe I just want to awaken for 3, honestly. Let's awaken for 3 and just make 3 3/3s. They have a counterspell, this sucks, but... What? What is this? Counter target spell, its controller, Manifest Dread? Who plays that? Okay, I mean, I guess I get a 4/4 out of it. No attacks. I've never seen that card in my life before. Fear of Imposters. Is this Gix's command even good? It doesn't seem that good. They're 19. Probably benefits me to trade here, right? We can make a 4/4 draw card. Draw a card. Okay, well, I'm running out of gas here. Which kind of stinks. But next turn we can level up the talent. Oh, I'm blocking. Oh, I'm blocking. Sure, I guess I'll play this. Kill their 4/4. Okay, you want to give me another 4/4? I'm down. I'm in. 4/4 secured. It's a pretty good 4/4. Oh, man. And then we go offer the trade. I think I'll happily make this trade. Yeah, sure, I'm down. And then is it better to flip up the Overlord or flip the Talent? Probably flip the Talent, right? Yeah, they can flip up the Overlord next turn. They can trade the Restless Reef for it, so it's, you know, not a free attack, but honestly, what if I just didn't attack? Is that crazy? Because I just want the extra cards off the Talent. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna not attack. Play my lands out. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm just gonna bury them in card advantage with this. Sure. We don't care too much about that. That's pretty good. I could channel that and kill the Curiosity. We're kind of just chilling now. Oh, our opponent lacks the critical information. You've triggered my trap card. And now we can channel it to kill it. That's nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna play land and pass again. Until they can answer this Hunter's Talent, like, we don't have to do anything. Attack with the Elf. Oh, sure, I guess the... Oh, that's bad. No! No, no. I mean, they can trigger it anyways, so it doesn't matter, but... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess the Elf attack was fine, because it becomes a 4-power creature that they would trade for the Reef. Okay, this is interesting. It's a sus Reef attack. Sure, that is fine. We could channel this for 4. Auto pay. Kill this. Let me go there. Do I double block the Restless Reef? I think I do. I don't need the Elves. And now they don't have mana to use Mastermind. Okay, now they do. Ooh. So play Mossborn. Yeah, I think we could probably turn on autopay for it. I think it'll be okay. Play Passage. Trigger. Attack with Overlord. Trigger again. We're kind of popping off. How did Overlord get counters? So they played Fear of Imposters, which is counterspell and I manifest, and I manifested an Overlord, but when I manifested it, it got 2 counters. I mean, now we're just cooking them, right? Yeah, if they had a 3rd Fear of Imposters. This whole, like, Pawpatch plus Tribute thing is kind of nuts. This is kind of gas. Yeah, I'm gonna hold the fetch. Because it's lethal anyways, so. Just wait till you Awaken plus Tribute. I had a chance to do that, but they countered my Awaken. Yeah, you're probably gonna need more than that. I mean, the Mossborn's mega lethal. but I assume they have a kill spell. Or not. Like average delivery services and whatnot, it's on average going to be cheaper than most of that stuff. So, and again, if you guys want to try it, you get 50% off your first box and free shipping by using my code !Factor. I will not be blocking. I'll go ahead and take this. Lightning strike. Excuse me. Well, you know what they say. Lightning does not strike twice. Right? Something like that. I mean, we kind of have the combo hand of Bill into Hydra into Awaken. Like, this is a nice little curve. Okay. So counter there. Got to attack here. Do I have lethal next turn? So I can stack the triggers. Yeah, I think I have lethal next turn if they don't kill anything, right? Because I can go land, Bill, put a counter, double to 4, Awaken for 2, counter to 5, double to 10, counter to 11, double to 22. Yeah, I have a 22 power Hydra next turn. Now, this is assuming that I stack my triggers correctly, which I think I did. Okay, we're good. Bill, Hydra. Counter. Oh, it's even more, right? It's 24. So turn 4, 24 trample. And they told me that I couldn't beat Screaming Nemesis. Also, shout out to the Awaken the Woods haters. Everybody kept saying that Awaken the Woods was bad and I should take it out of my deck. Where'd they go? Where are the Awaken haters now? Yeah, it's like, would you rather play a 3-mana 3/3 or a 3-mana 24/24? Thanks for the shout out, still a hater. All right, you can be a hater all you want. That's fine. All right, so where do we go here? Some combination of Baloth and Pawpatch Formation could be good. I really don't know what I want to cut against them, though. Hey, what's up, A-Talk? How you doing today? Could probably cut the 3rd Awaken, the 3rd Overlord, just like trim on a lot of this stuff. Because I think on the draw against Mono Red, we're not always going to have time to do the combo against them because it's crew 4 and the 2-drops are 3/3s, so it's kind of awkward. Now, it still might be worth playing, but okay. Unfortunate that well, I could kill one of them. I just have to kill this hero before it gets out of hand. And again, given that they have the village, I feel like I have to do this now. Double strike. Oh, they hit a burst lightning. I'll take 4. Oh, we have time for that. I don't know if I have time for that. This is getting kind of sketchy, huh? I probably just have to kill the challenger. So kill the challenger, play elf. Stay back. Could have also maybe held land that turn because of the Hydra. It's interesting. In a draft deck, how many non-basics do you need to consider running Field of the Dead? A very, very high number. My answer would probably be at least 10, if not more. All right, I'm at 2. Yeah, 10 is probably the minimum number. Oh. Well, I was at 2. Now I'm at 6. We can't attack. They probably have second Monstrous Rage, but there's not really anything I can do about that. If you're playing Vintage Keep, you should cut Field. Not necessarily true. I mean, I've had plenty of good Field of the Dead decks, but again, you need probably like 10 to 12 non-basics before you can consider playing it. And you also want to have a bunch of ways to search lands, like fetch lands and, you know, mana, like land searchers and things like that, crop rotation, all that kind of stuff, to like really juice it up, you know? I mean, I'm blocking. I got to block. You got a second rage for me? My options are, if I don't block and they have rage, I die. So if I block and they have rage, I probably still die, but gotta make them have it, right? Alrighty. I'm taking 4 damage. What would you suggest, Domain, any version, Gruul, Leyline, or Golgari for a standard RCQ? Of those options, I would probably say Domain. Hey, Fuxie, how you doing today? All right, game 3 on the play. This hand's slow-ish, but I think it's good enough. Certainly would not be good enough on the draw, but I think it's okay on the play. I need a hero. Play the 3/3 first because they have shocks in their deck. I mean, they have lightning strikes as well, but you want to cut tribute against red? What do you want to bring in though? I cut 1, but like we could play. Could keep this in maybe. Could keep the Awaken in. Maybe just more 2-drops could be good. I mean, I'll make a 4/4. I heard making a 4/4 is good against red. All right, 2 mana 4/4 coming in. Last 4 RCQs this place ran has been all Pixie or Mono Red, no Domain. I mean, if there's no Domain and it's all Pixie and Mono Red, you might get away with just playing the Cage deck. Yep. I will attack for 5. We're just gonna plow through this Nemesis the hard way. I'm very happy they fixed the sideboard. For those of you who don't know, when you like this feature has been available forever, but previously when you clicked on it, it would only show the sideboard that you submitted, not your post sideboard configuration. And yeah, ever since they fixed that, it's been fantastic. Well, it seems like we're going to be doing a lot of staring at each other for a little bit. Okay, cast this. Counter here, I guess? I don't know. Wait, at what point can I just attack now? So if they double block one, I take 5. They keep a nemesis, and they right. Yeah. No, double block is horrible, right? Because they double block here, keep a nemesis in play, and just kill this. So I basically trade my whole board for 1 nemesis and 5 damage. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, never mind. I lied. Yeah, that's a horrible attack. So I guess we just have to wait until we find Hunter's Talent. And then Hunter's Talent can give Trample to get around Nemesis. I guess that's the plan. But it kind of has to be Talent. Or maybe the Hydra could cook. Okay. I mean, that's something. The other plan could just be, like, try to make huge Pawpatch recruits. Because both of these will get counters. And then I can start using Build to double them. Yeah. So we can go counter here. And then we just chill. Yeah, and then I guess the plan is just make huge tramplers and eventually kill them that way. Yeah, that's the plan. Just make the Pawpatches as big as possible. Because trample is good against Nemesis. Because we only end up taking okay, well. I guess we found a way to beat the defensive Nemesis. Okay, we're on the draw. Kind of an awkward Mossborn hand, but I do have Pawpatch Talent. I'm going to keep it on the draw. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Bros feastin'. We got no gamblers right now? Chat, wake up. Wake up. New Gambit just dropped. Please hit a land. No! Really needed that to be a land. Yeah, because now I can't kill the Amalia. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. All right, I believe there is a land on top of my deck. Trust. Trust. Oh, I see. The gamblers are all waiting until the last possible second. Okay, I understand. Yeah, just to tank the odds. That's what you should do, to be honest with you. My secrets. Reveal your secrets. As you should. You should only bet the odds. Like, regardless of what deck I'm playing and what rank my opponent is and what, whether I'm on the play or the draw, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is you always just take the good odds. If 3 cards in hand. If I knew there was a land on top of my deck, I think I would double block. And I also think that in order for me to win this game, there has to be a land on top. So I'm just going to play as if there's a land on top of my deck. Okay, well, that was the exact card that punishes me for double blocking. So that sounds about right. It's bad. Yeah, the absolute worst possible case scenario. Okay, well, we have died. Rip. I think even if I didn't double block, I still might have lost this game because I just never hit my third land. 2-mana 2/2 coming in. Bro, don't hate on my 2-mana 2/2. I did. I watched a little bit of Crokies today. Deck looked cool. Okay, mono green Lifegain. Or mono, no. Orzhov Lifegain. Why did I say mono green Lifegain? Okay. Nissa. Kind of slow, but it does kill the stupid cases and sheltered. But probably just want like some combination of these for that. And then Keen-Eyed is good because they have Raise the Past. So I think I do want the Keen-Eyeds. What do we cut? This might not be a billion matchup. Defend the Rider kind of mid against white-black. They probably don't have a ton of kill spells. I cut the Webstrikes maybe because we're boarding into Frillbacks. Although, I don't know, just being able to... Maybe I'm over sideboarding with Frillback, Pawpatch, and Webstrike just for the case. Well, case and sheltered. But Frillback kind of does double duty because they use their graveyard for Raise the Past. Could trim a World Tree. I could buy that. Trim like one Elf, one Webstrike. Just cut like a bunch of one-ofs. One of these. One of these. Try that. Yeah, Pawpatch killing bats is reasonable too. Doesn't the Channeler gains flying, right, if they pay life? I mean, I gotta keep this. Gotta do this. And just try to keep all my mana sources for Awaken. Astral Jarl, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate that, Jarl. Jarl, that's a good draw. Every time I see your name, I just think of Jarl. Shout out to The Walking Dead. Who remembers when The Walking Dead was a good show? Like, how many seasons would you give it? Like 2, 3? It was good at one point, you know? You keep running into main deck Fade from history? Wait, really? I have not seen anybody play main deck Fade from history. That's kind of wild. Gave up 3/4 of the way through the first. Yeah, I mean, I would say like the first 2 or 3 seasons were good, but it definitely went downhill from there. No, not my Awaken. I needed that. Pedro. This is your favorite song. Wait, they just didn't take the Awaken? You sure about that? You sure about that? You're probably going to regret that. I don't think I needed the land to kill them, but... All right, how big? How big? Just don't concede. I want to see how big it is. Just a 192, 192. No big deal. Trample, by the way. So, where are those Awaken the Woods haters at? Minus 163, by the way. Oh yeah, don't forget. You can't forget about this part. 3/3/3s, by the way, as well. Just in case the 192 power trampler was not enough, they also give you 3/3/3s on the house. It's probably fine, right? It's just a hand of reasonable creatures. I feel like this is one of those hands that I can't mulligan, but also can't win. Does that make sense? It's like I see lands and reasonable spells, which seem fine, but maybe I have to be doing something more powerful in this matchup. Yeah, I honestly don't think the domain matchup is going to be that bad because we have so many disenchants. It's like half of our deck post-board is disenchants. Do. Stop. I don't want to show you my secrets. But can we get some Doom bats in the chat? A very underutilized emote. Yeah, I mean, I thought about purchasing the other art for Keen-Eyed Curator, but I already have the extended art one, so it's like, The other art is good, don't get me wrong. But like, why would I spend money when I already have an alternate art? That's pretty good. I like that. I'm gonna target the worst creature. Because if they have a kill spell, I'd rather have them kill this. Maybe I'm supposed to put one counter on the Keen-Eyed. Not sure about that. Do I use this much alternate art in your paper decks? If a card has an alternate art and it's not ridiculously expensive compared to the original, then yes, you know. But if it's a lot more expensive, then I won't buy it. Okay. Clean 2-for-1, by the way. Clean 2-for-1. Does the deck have Ordeal of Nylea in it? No, and it will not contain Ordeal of Nylea. I can assure you of that. We will not be playing Ordeal of Nylea. Whatever happened to M. Hayashi? I feel like I haven't seen them in a long time. Did they just get they got punked up by Modern Horizons, maybe? Enables turn 3 kill. Yeah, but it's just too cute. Way too cute. Ordeal might be better than Awaken. Stop. Awaken is so good with Tribute. What are you talking about? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Awaken's the nuts. Oh, God. Oh, no. He's not like this. If I'm blocking with Webstrike, I'm casting this turn. Yeah, maybe that's a better plan. Just play this and pass. Tree into Pawpatch. Yeah, well, that's what I want to do, right? So Tree, play defense this turn. Snap block. Next turn, we can Pawpatch kick to make 7 power and hope that's good enough. I feel like this is the best line. Gives us maybe the best chance to win. But I think we're probably dead regardless, if their hand's at all good. Okay. Maybe I spoke too soon. Well, now I don't know what to do, because I was going to play this for 3 mana, but I obviously have to kill the challenger. So do I just not play the Pawpatch? Or maybe I just play it for 1 mana? Yeah, attack for 3 and then play it for 1. Next turn, just hardcast Overlord. Do I have Rampaging Baloth in the deck? Nah, too cute. If I'm going to play a top-end spell, I would rather just play the Awaken the Woods. And you have enough landfall payoffs already between Bristly Bill and the Hydra where you don't need more, like, you know, mediocre landfall payoffs. Okay, so maybe their hand was just terrible the whole time. And we're actually just fine. Okay, I was gonna say, would you like to chump block the Trampler? I mean, I'll take one. Did they think they could kill my creature? Okay, Bill's nice with Overlord. I don't know how we're in this position. I guess their hand was just terrible. To be fair, their deck is a lot worse when they don't have ley line. I've been saying this the whole time. If you're playing this version of the deck, you kind of have to mulligan to ley line. Yeah, we can go cast Bill for 2, play land, counter here, attack, trigger, counter there, then activate Bill to double all of them. Yeah. Okay, so leyline version. Gotta play Pawpatch. Have to play Pawpatch. I actually don't think Baloth is that good against that version because they're dealing damage in such huge chunks. Like, against traditional mono red, they're not necessarily trying to one-shot you as much. So you have, you know, the 4 life matters a lot more against the mono red deck, but against leyline, it just 4 life just doesn't matter that much. This is probably not an Awaken matchup. It's just too slow against them. Could also shave maybe 1 Overlord. And then 1 Tribute and play like 2 Frillbacks. Let's try that. So this hand has a 1-drop and an answer to a leyline. It's probably good enough, right? I was hoping they would have the second leyline. All right, don't kill me. Inshallah, my opponent will not kill me this turn. Okay, that sucks. I don't know if I have the Borderless Fable. I ain't blocking. Trust me, I am not blocking. I promise. I mean, we only took 6, so it's not the end of the world. Streamer, why no block? Because they play Monstrous Rage. It already had Trample too, right? But block is bad if they have Rage. Well, they may have had a better pump spell, but they wanted to save the other pump spell in a turn where I blocked. So, you know, them not knowing that I have the Pawpatch, right? In their mind, they're like, if they can keep the leyline in play, they can just save the bigger pump spell for when I decide to block, or when they have a second creature in play. So, you know. Yeah, Rage is +1 toughness. If 4 in hand, I think I'd have to do this. Just try to block this turn. I don't know. It's not going to work. Yeah, their hand could be all creatures. They did draw 2 extra cards, though. That's not good. That is definitely not good. I'm dead. Okay, I get it. I get it. You don't need to cast the 3rd Monstrous Rage. I'm dead. I mean, that's just their deck is like the difference is night and day. Night and day when they have Leyline versus when they don't. I'll throw this back. So they have one land. Do they snap kept 7? It's the easiest Leyline I've ever seen. That sucks. Yeah, this is probably just an unwinnable matchup when they have Leyline. They didn't have Leyline game 1, but probably just because they kept a bad hand. Perfect song for the mono red battle. Yeah. Do mice know karate? No attacks? Did you just declare no attacks? Huh? So I guess they have Questing Druid. Is that what's going on? Did you just say no attacks? Well, I mean, I'll throw it back. Okay, we need to not die this turn. I mean, those aren't pump spells. Just saying, those aren't pump spells. Okay, that is a small pump spell, though. I wonder if I block this turn with Webstrike Elite. Because here's my thinking. If they use a pump spell now, that means they can't play these spells. So I actually kind of want them to use a pump spell on this. I know my creature's going to die, but... Okay. Am I just dead? Yeah, I think I'm dead. Okay. So I go to 3. Okay. I mean, I'm at 3. You could play the Swift Spear. All right, 3 life. I took 17 in 1 turn. Is this Leyline deck good? I wonder if Leyline of Resonance is maybe too powerful for best of 1 standard. What do you guys think? Perhaps. Surely they don't have a copy of Monstrous Rage in their hand, right? They would never do that. I know, that was the joke. The joke is that I knew it was banned in best of 1. Cool deck. Can't win. What could go wrong with this hand? White, black, huh? What's going on over there? Oh, this is probably the Ketramos deck. What is with my opponents and just not playing their 3rd land? Just every single time, huh? Okay. I mean, I guess I'll just make 2 3/3s. Okay, 4 mana for 2 3/3s. Good thing they're 20. Although they do get fish. Yeah, maybe I should have played second Tribute there instead of playing the Awaken. Do I have enough mana to... No, I don't. I wanted to tribute and cycle elite, kill the talent. I could go tribute elite, draw 2, let them keep the talent. It's probably okay, right? You have 7, right? But this is 5. I guess just play one of these to kill a fish. Now we can kind of start cooking with the tributes. Splitter Twin Exarch in hand. I mean, they definitely have a million kill spells for this, right? Like it's not possible for them to not have a kill spell for this. Okay. Well, they did just use 2 kill spells, so maybe. Land trigger. I could just do this. Well, draw 2 off this maybe. Because we can play through Sunfall very easily with this. Oh, that's huge. Okay, no attacks. Because now we can just hold up protection for the Hydra. This doesn't work if they have Sunfall, but... Hexproof and indestructible. Hold. All right. Play Escape Tunnel. Sacrifice Escape Tunnel. We're about to pop off this turn. How big is this Hydra going to be? 7? X is 5? I can't even count this high. No, I wanted to see how big it was. I wanted to see how big my Hydra would get. Come on, man. That's not fair. The opponent's not into having fun. Yeah, I can't count that high, to be fair. All right, so black, white, talent, tokens, stuff. Give me some planeswalkers. Planeswalkers seem good against their strat. Talents can probably go. Although trample to like kind of get past tokens could be relevant. Keen-Eyed, Pawpatch. Oh yeah, we definitely want all the enchantment hate too, right? So you have to cut 5. Honestly, I think the worst card might be Elf. Sounds crazy, but it's not great into sweepers. Generally, we're going to be playing a longer game in post-board games. I don't mind just cutting them and 1 Bloom-Kin, because it's just a big bozo. I think Bill is unlikely to be good. Keeping 2 elves, maybe. I'm down with that. All right, deck. What do you got for me? That 1 Defend the Rider coming up huge. This is a weird hand. I don't think it's good. I said nice deck. Do you think that's sincere? Something tells me that wasn't a sincere nice deck. I sense some malice. 2 mana, 2/2 coming in. Okay, so about this not drawing lands, I think I just have to cycle this. Should have done the Spree Combat. Don't say it, but -1. Do you not jeopardize your mana base if you remove 4 elves? I mean, you definitely do, but between the Overlords and the Awaken the Woods, I think you still have enough. I'm feeling a tribute this turn. That's what I'm feeling. Try and like keep up on cards with them with the Ketramos. No. Opponent guess Vindicate. Might have been better to play Vivien that turn. I kind of wanted to wait to see if I had a target for it, but once they get 7 cards in exile, this Ketramos is going to be really hard to beat. Because I boarded out my ways to give trample. Oh, okay. Well, remember that time I didn't play Vivien? I feel like that could have been avoided. Oh my god, they had to cover up too. This is just the worst case scenario. Oh my god. What they get rid of? Oh, Pawpatch. Okay. We're dead, by the way. Or are we? I deployed 3 mana 1/1. Your turn. If for some reason they don't have a kill spell and their 6-card hand, and we draw Awaken the Woods, we can win, but they found a kill spell. All right, I'm off this. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Well, you see, the problem is we just don't have a way to interact with Ketramos. So there's nothing we can do about it. Look, I just wanted to cast Mossborn Hydra. We don't seem to be drawing the Mossborn Hydra enough, though, is the unfortunate part. I think this hand is stinky. I mean, it's the same hand, but has 2 drops, so I guess I'll keep it this time. Maybe we need to be playing more copies of Defend the Rider. Why are we scattering? What did I miss? Why are we scattering? Authority. Ooh, no 3rd land. Okay, I'll attack for 8. Okay, I've located our win condition. My opponent does not play their 3rd land. It's a good win condition. I guess they could have Lockdown in their hand. That's how we lose. All right, lethal damage. Attack. Okay, well, that was fun. Aren't these games great?